Pizar Nason La'evyonim. He gave forth scattered coins to the poor. His tzidkas omed esla'ad. His righteousness stands forever. Karnu tarum b'chavod. His glory will be lifted in honor. Amru Razal, our sages said, Bababas v'Yudamud Beis shalu es Shlomo ben David. They asked Shlomo, the son of David, Ad heichan kocha shel tzedakah, until where is the strength of charity? Amar tzeur u'mapirash David Abba Pizar Chulu. He said, go and look what my father David explained when he said Pizar Chulu. When he said this pasuk, B'chavod, in honor, v'trichim lomar, we must say, the pasuk zeh merumaz kocha shel tzedakah is hinted the strength, the ability of charity. Dehine amafarshim pirshut tzidkasu medeslad kayal olam haba. Now our sages, the mafarshim, they explain what does it mean that his righteousness stands forever. That refers to the world to come. Karno tarum b'chavod kayal olam hazeh. And his glory will be lifted in honor. That refers to this world. The call zeh hu al yedei Pizar Nason La'evyonim. And this is all through scattering charity to the poor. V'lihiyos kol olam hazeh v'olam haba. And since this includes both this world and the world to come, haray merumaz bo kol kocha shel tzedakah. So it's hinted in it the entire ability of charity, the strength of charity. Tzarich lahavin, and we need to understand that since his righteousness stands forever, kayal olam haba, that refers to the world to come. V'karno tarum b'chavod kayal olam hazeh, and his glory will be lifted in honor. That refers to this world. Haray hayat tzarich liyosidron ba'ofen acher. It should have had them in a different order. It should have first said that his glory is lifted in honor in this world. And then it should have said that his righteousness stands forever to the world to come. And if so, it's not understood the order of this pasuk. But rather, we must say that the measure of this verse is Mamer Pizar Nason La'evyonim, that through this that you scattered to the poor. So, in addition to the fact that your righteousness stands in the world to come, we must say that this is a further thing, a greater thing, that his glory is lifted in honor in this world, that's the ultimate level. And we need to understand what is this glory that's lifted and specifically in honor. But the concept is it's brought in Zohar that when the Holy One, blessed be He, created the world, He stood it up on one pillar, and Tzadik is its name. V'hai Tzadik yu kiyum adalma, and this Tzadik is the what keeps the world going. V'da yu da ashke v'zan l'chola, and this is what satiates waters and sustains all. Like it says that the river goes out of Eden to Lahashkos, Sagan, and so forth. Begin kach Pizar Nason La'evyonim, that Tzadik, and therefore he's scattered forth to the poor. That refers to the level of Tzadik, the Hashpa from Yisod, like the Nahar v'tzidkasu medesload. And then the next part of the pasuk, that his righteousness stands forever, Dok Knesset Israel, that refers to the fount of Israel. The begin kachi kaima, that therefore so the Aretz is the concept of Malchus, and Knesset is the concept of the Neshamos or Knesset Israel. So it through the hashpa of Yisod, of tzedakah, so that's the kiyum of the the Malchus, of the Knesset Yisrael, but also the Shlam, the Kiyum Ashlim, in the secret of Shalom, in a complete standing up. Omedes. Bezor Chele Gimel, Daf Nun Gimel Amud Beis. So in other words, so Yisod is the foundation for the Kiyum of Malchus. The Hashpah that gives the Malchus, that keeps it going, that stands it up. So you could say Omedes Lo'ah, that it stands it up. Bezor Chele Gimel Daf Kuf Nun Gimel Amud Beis Isa Pizar Nason La'evyonim. So it's brought in Zohar Chele Gimel that he spreads out to the poor. My Pizar, what does it mean that he spreads out? Kamada Samris Mishle Yud Aleph Yish Mifarzer V'Nosaf Orchulu. It's like the pasuk in Mishle that there are those who spread out their money and they gather even more in. This pasuk should have said Yish Mifarzer Yosef Od. There are those that spread out and will gather. It says V'Nosaf and is gathered. My V'Nosaf. What is it? And is in the passive. Elohahu asur deshadi b'mosa hu garim li the tosef mechayim d'la'ela. But rather, that place that's thrown to it death, that's what caused there will be added from supernal life, to add on to it, to flow down blessings, above and below. What does it mean that it goes down to death? That's the descent of the neshama to being clothed in a body, v'nefeshativis ba'al madain, and a natural soul in this world. He alma demosa. That this is the world of death. This is where people die. That's where you have such a thing. Miskab and the neshama comes down, and it becomes stronger than it, and purifies it, and shines it and purifies it. Tzadik, and so that kind of person is on the level of Tzadik. So this causes that it should be added from supernal life. So it's not just adding afterwards, but v'nosafod. There's something that gets added by doing this. That's meaning it's not a direct correlation, but it's a hashpah, it's a surus milamayla that comes afterwards. That's not a direct effect from the avodah below. And to throw down blessings above and below. And to understand this, and to understand this, we need to preface first what the Rebbe, the Nishmas Seiden, the Alter Rebbe, it says in Igeres HaKodesh, HaKadosh, it says in the Holy Zohar, that Tzadika, this pater, that a Tzadik that passes Ishtechach b'chulu almin yoser mi b'chayoichulu, he's found in all the worlds more than in his lifetime. B'tzarich lahavin, and it needs to be understood. Teinach b'olmos elyonim. It makes sense to say that this applies in the higher realms. Ishtechach yoser baloso shama, that he's found more over there when he goes up there, when he has this elevation of his soul. But in this world, how is he found more? Didn't he pass? We can answer and we can answer according to what I received from the Magid and the Baal Shem Tov, what our sages said, the Shavak Chaim L'chol Chai, on the expression of our sages that he left life, or gave life to all those who were living, the expression of a tzaddik that passes. Tzadik Einam Chaim Besarim, and as is known that the life of a tzaddik are not physical life, flesh life. It's not a life of flesh, Kim Chaim Ruchanim, but rather it's a spiritual life, Shem Emuna V'Yira V'Ava Chulu, which are a life of belief and fear and love. That's their existence. That's their true existence. Now when the tzaddik was alive on this earth, so these three attributes, which are his existence, are inside the vessel and the garment of the tzaddik, of his body, in a physical place. That's this concept of his soul as it's attached to his body. And his students only receive a glimmer from these attributes, and their radiance, as it shines out of the vessel, through his holy speech and thought. But after his passing, but since it's divided, this concept of this soul that stays in the grave, from the ruach that's in the Garden of Eden, that the ruach includes these three attributes of Amunah, Yira, Ahava. Therefore, anyone who's close to him can receive from his ruach that's in Gan Eden, that it's no longer attached to the body, but it's in Gan Eden, and anyone can receive from this ruach. It's no longer attached to the body, it's no longer confined to a vessel, and not in a physical place anymore. It's not necessarily connected with the kever, but it's in Gan Eden, so it's not in a physical place, therefore it's not confined in that way. Therefore it's very easy for his students to receive their portion from the essential ruach, essential spirit of the rabbi, which are his emunan, his belief and his fear and his love, that he served Hashem with, and not only a radiance alone, that shines outside of his vessel. And this first level that stays below in the Garden of Eden, the lower Garden of Eden, in its place, and its first level, so the concept of ruach is on the level of Yetzirah, the lower Garden of Eden, and so there's also the neshama, which is in the Gan Eden Elyon. But this lower level, so that level spreads out to his students. Each student, in accordance with his attachment and closeness to him, during his lifetime, and after he passes, with great love that the student has towards him, because drawing down any concept of spirituality is only through this great love, the attachment to the rabbi. That's how you draw down a spiritual flow. With a great preparation, and a great effort, to receive from these three attributes, in the way that his rabbi taught him. And like our sages said, that if you try and you find, that's when you believe. Or tamin, from the language of emunah, you'll get the emunah. And the glimmer of these supernal lights, Me'ira al kol talmidav, shines to all his students, Shinasu ovdei havaya al yedei toraso v'avodaso, that became servants to Hashem through his Torah and his avodah. Ve'ha'arazu she'aleim elamayla machneses belibam hirhurei tshuva, and this glimmer that shines to them from above gives into their hearts thoughts of repentance, umaisim tovim, and good deeds.